Fog Entertainment back again with another video, and we're going to be looking at when did Big Sal from The Sopranos turn rat. He was born on the 6th of September 1951. I feel like there's no better place to break this down than The Sopranos fandom, the Wikipedia page, because if I was to sit here and try and break it down, without the actual evidence in front of us, I think people will be like, oh, you're talking pish. But this is proof, in my opinion, that The Sopranos may be regarded as the greatest TV show of all time by some people, but its writing is a complete and utter disaster. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because in episode 2 of season 2, Do Not Resuscitate, it is revealed that Big Sal is in fact a rat. And then Skip, the guy who's been assigned as handler essentially from the FBI, says, you've been on our books since 98, right? Been on our books since 98. Now technically, maybe he was working for them before he was on the books, but you've been here, you've been working with us since 98. The Sopranos started in July 98, right? So this is a bit interesting here because we do see a flashback to 95 where he gets very drunk, he is dressed as Santa Claus. I think this takes place in about season 3, this flashback, but I mean, just to give you a bit of backstory here, of course at this point, Jackie Aprile is loving life, he is acting boss, but sadly him and Junior are in a bit of a pickle with each other. They didn't like each other, and Polly hugs Pussy, and then that's when Pussy goes off, and when he almost gets into a fight with Christopher, and he quizzed Tony a lot about business, as it says at the bottom of the screen. Tony remembers this later on and thinks, fuck, the fat bastard was a rat, even back in 95. But if Skip's on about here, you've been on our book since 98, there's no way, man, he has been doing that for 3 years. And the whole gimmick is, when Skip says to Sal about the whole thing, he goes, we're expecting you to step up now that Jimmy Altieri basically took the hit for you. You need to give us more information. Now, if he was on the book since 95, right, he would be ahead of Jimmy Altieri in terms of the ratting scale, wouldn't he? The ratting food chain, he would have to be, right? And I don't understand how the guy could be on the book since 95, but when we flash forward like 2000, when he's talking to Skip, it's almost as if like he's giving him all this fake information. Surely by that point, man, like Pussy would know what he's doing, and they wouldn't be getting pissed about by him anymore. Like we see in future seasons, right? Spoiler alert: when Adriana turns rat, they fucking push her big time. But here they've got an actual soldier, right? With fucking big massive connections, man. He could walk in with Del Wire to any discussion and just fucking break people like that, man. He could. Adriana, literally just the wife, the girlfriend of Christopher. To me, that's retarded. Why would you push Adriana so much, but Big Sal's fair game? Then you've got Raymond Curto, or however you pronounce his name, right? He dies of a heart attack early in season 6 or whatever. But the thing I don't get with him is he's been a rat since like way before Adriana. I'm pretty sure it's not showing a flashback or something where he pinpoints, yeah, you should go after Adriana. So it just shows you, like, you've got Raymond Curto, and again, how was he able to stay a rat for so long and they didn't even like push him? Like I don't get why Adriana was getting like completely wrong under the carpet, but yet like you've like Sal, who isn't really getting pushed till like 5 years into his rat stint, and then you've Raymond Curto who basically orders the fucking FBI a bit. To me that is ridiculous, but to beg the question, it was Christmas 95 and Tony's no happy about this, but when he does get arrested with the whole heroin bust, you do think, and with the card game, you do think this is in 99, you do think this is probably the point where he turns rat, but it turns out he did not. And of course, we know Finn basically said it was Pussy, but Tony's like, no, I was another fat fuck with black hair. It had to be Jimmy Altieri, brother. And mad, absolutely mad. But again, it is what it is. But at the same time, yeah, I think it's an absolute mess, to be honest. I feel like they've done this quite a few times. It's like you see Johnny Boy Soprano's like date of birth's like 1931, then in the next like 2 seasons later on his headstone it says 1924. It's like, what are we doing here? We're doing racing or ping pong, folks, because I don't get what we've went for. And then like we also have in this same episode where Junior is called like a World War Two veteran, but yet in season one they refer to him as like 69 years of age. So he's either a World War Two veteran, right? See if you take 60 years away from 99, that gets you back to what, 39, which makes him 9. Here, unless Junior Soprano, right, was serving at the age of fucking 13 or 14, which I mean, I guess he could have. Like, I just feel like the stuff like that they get wrong. But yeah, guys, I personally, I enjoy the show, right? It's funny. It's really funny. It's one of the funniest shows you'll get, right? And it could be a lot worse, but I think people need to get off their pedestal, like when they talk about the writing of this show. I feel like it's a fucking mess at points, but that's just me. Like even the scene where he's revealed as the rat, Skip's like, "You've been in our book since '98." So, it's even like you weren't paying attention. You'd be like, "What the fuck?" Me, like we review the channel, we review the episodes here. He's never watched the show before. He's like, "Is that a flashback? What's going on? Why is Pussy speaking in like past tense?" Could explain it better, troops. But until next time, Fog Entertainment signing out.